Good. Thanks. That's a good one. So we should definitely make fun of bad ideas for our own peace of mind. That was my reason for doing this in the first place. I knew I was destined to be that bitter, angry old lady who hits kids with her purse. I'll still hit them now with my purse, but I'll be laughing while doing it. The other reason to use humor is that it is a very effective means of discrediting an irrational idea, not just in your own mind, but in the minds of others and in the culture at large. Take the recent story that the Ground Zero Mosque was not only going to be built, but to add insult to injury, they had applied for a $5 million grant from a 9/11 fund. Outrageous, right? I can go around saying this is wrong, Islam is our enemy, they shouldn't be doing this, they've attacked us, and I will communicate this emphatically and frustratingly while people's eyes glaze over. Or I can do this. Here's a short clip from my most popular video, Tolerate Intolerance.
So I want to talk about the Ground Zero Mosque. There was a fund that was put together to support development around Ground Zero, and the mosque has applied for a $5 million grant. Anyone can give money. And what I'm proposing is that we give time. Kind of take the ideas from Habitat for Humanity and apply it to building mosques, and we'll call it Habitat for Hamas. Pick up your hammer, pick up your saw, and build mosques for the Muslim community. And if we give it to them as a gift, maybe they'll like us.
Thank you. I encourage you to use this approach in your own life. Do you ever feel like all you do is lecture people, and you know you're not reaching them, and you worry you might be annoying? I do. But I still desperately want to stand up for what's right, and we must stand up for what's right. I live with a teenager. No amount of preaching will convince a teenager of anything. And I frankly don't have all the facts and statistics ready to counter all of the bad ideas that he comes home with. I would need an internet in my head to counter all of those bad ideas. So I've started using humor instead. When he came home from school the other day and told me we should recycle because man-made climate change was destroying the earth, I said, "Oh, really? I heard someone discovered this big, hot, volatile ball of gas in the center of the solar system, and that was heating up our planet. But I guess it could be soda cans." To understand how effective humor can be, just think of how much influence The Daily Show has, on young people today in particular. My dream and my goal is to create a daily show for rational ideas and combat all the evil ideas in the world. I encourage all of you to make sure that you don't just read the news and get bogged down in all the bad news, but seek out cartoons and comedians and other forms of art like Atlas Shrugged that support your view of the world. For your own sake, for your immediate happiness, for the motivation to keep fighting, but also by supporting the artists, you'll help reshape our culture. You can read all my articles and the rest of my videos on my blog or my Facebook page or on YouTube under House of Sunny. If you subscribe to my updates, you'll get a dose of regular humor, and you can also support my efforts financially by contributing. I'll end by playing one last video. This is my latest, called Tyranny Is As Tyranny Does.
to Sunny TV, where it's always sunny. I'm your host, Sunny. Obama's gotten himself into a little spot of trouble by violating the Constitution, something like Article 2, Section 2 or something, when he made his recess appointment when Congress was technically not in recess. People are upset because they say that it goes against the basic foundation of our country and checks and balances. That's just ridiculous. Who needs your checks and balances? And I want Obama to be able to do whatever he wants to do. I don't want him to be limited by checks and balances, especially by a Republican Congress that won't take any action. Because the President of the United States is the president. He is the guy in charge. He shouldn't have to answer to Congress. Constitution schmonstitution. Let's just hope the next president is just as benevolent as Obama, because they could really use that power for bad. Republicans won't act. He had to do it. He can't wait. For proof that the Republicans won't act, you just have to ask yourself, have they impeached Obama yet? Because if they haven't, then that means that they don't act. See, he can't wait. He refuses to take no for an answer. I don't understand why people are so upset. They shouldn't be upset. I mean, Obama's violated the Constitution before. Obamacare, at least he went to Congress for that. But still, it makes people buy insurance. Like, that's not in the Constitution. He bought a car company. He gave $500 million to a failing solar company. He sold guns to Mexican cartels. When he couldn't pass cap and trade in Congress, he just said to the EPA, go ahead and do it anyway. He signed into law a bill that says that he can arrest and detain for life any U.S. citizen without trial. So seriously, you're really gonna get upset about a few recess appointments? Well, that's it for Sunny TV. Give Obama a break. He's only violating the Constitution for like the 50th time. So if you don't like it now, how come you liked it before? I'll take that car company right there. You don't like the guy I'm gonna put in charge of all the banks in the United States? Tough. This makes me in charge. You don't have health insurance? I know. I'll just decree that you buy some. Brilliant! Hey Joe, those Mexicans called, they need more guns. And while you're at it, send $500 million to my friends over at Solyndra, please. I had to do it. I can't wait. I can't wait for the do-nothing Congress. I don't wear this crown for nothing. When Congress won't give me my way, I can't be expected to wait.
Thank you. That's it.